Hi, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be celebrating 2 years of Marsii. And what I mean by that is that it is 2 years since the channel that became Marsii was created, which was on the 1st of April 2017. Now that channel wasn't originally called Marsii. It was originally called This Channel Has No Genre. And it was called that because I was wanting to make a secondary channel so that I could change kind of subjects from my main channel. The main channel I had when that second channel was actually created is now known as Marsii Leftovers, and if you go and look at the creation date of that, that is more than 2 years old. So the first video for This Channel Has No Genre was a channel introduction, and I have that, and I'm going to play a clip for you now. Just note that when I started that channel, I was filming with a 2009 webcam, and the majority of the videos were actually filmed with that 2009 webcam, even though it was in 2017 and 2018.
Just wanted to give a brief overview of what I want this channel to be, and I know what you're all thinking. Is this guy turning into Emma Blackery? He's got so many channels. I've got 4 now.
That video wasn't on the channel for very long. There was another video that I uploaded which was a compilation of Mars Argo's computer show, and it was called The Best of Computer Show Compilation 1. And that took over as the first video on the channel after the channel introduction got taken down. And that ended up racking up, I think, 90,000 views or something. And so that was nice. I don't really recall what actually made me want to upload more on that channel. I don't know if that video gained traction and I was like, well, if that's gaining traction, let's go with that and just create more on there. But I changed my name to Titanic and Cargo, which is a mixture of Mars Argo and Titanic Sinclair, who were the people who were part of the Mars Argo project, which I made many videos about. And also Poppy. And so as that channel, or the content production for that channel, began to increase, the uploads to the original Alaska channel decreased, and they kind of changed places. Whereas This Channel Has No Genre was meant to kind of be more random subjects from the main channel at that point, it actually turned out to be the other way round. And so This Channel Has No Genre basically turned into the main channel, and that featured heavily, as I stated, Poppy and Mars Argo related content, as that was the first, or one of the first things that I found really interesting, and it was an internet mystery. And you may not know if you're new here, but I like internet mysteries and I really enjoy lost media. And there was some lost media to do with Mars Argo and also Poppy, and to this day there remains to be some lost media. So as My Taste in Cargo / This Channel Has No Genre came to be the main channel, Alaska was just kind of abandoned, except if I look at the videos on that channel, I know that if you go there now, there's there's 2 videos about Poppy, and then there's a video about Momo. But there's actually other videos on that channel that are currently private, and there's a whole bunch that I have copies of as well. There's a video called Copyright Squad. I made $11, which was a parody or whatever of someone else's video. So I guess it would seem that as I began to enjoy Poppy and Mars Argo content more than the other things I was making, that I decided to dedicate my time to the Titanic and Cargo channel. And so Alaska essentially died with that, and it has been, I suppose, revived since. You'll see, as I said, there's 3 videos on there at the moment. But that channel has very much been a staple for my YouTubing, I suppose, as you would call it. And there's been different periods for that. Like, there was the original stuff, like there's an introduction video that's older than the one I showed you earlier. And then there is also some gaming videos on there. And then there's some original music that isn't very good, because I don't know how to play guitar, but yeah, and I don't really know how to sing either. So something happened in late 2017 that made me have negative feelings towards the name Titanic Sink Cargo. I won't go into that right now, but that is why I ended up changing to Marsii, and that is where we are now. Mid to late last year, I bought my first camera and decided to try and change up what was being filmed, or how it was being filmed, the quality at least, and move away from the 2009 webcam, or as I call it, the webcam era. And that is not this camera. This is actually another camera. The other camera is the one that is used for the other side of Repzilla, and many other videos on the Marsii channel. And that was a big step for me. Unfortunately for me, I was still filming with a webcam when my channel experienced its biggest growth. And I would say that that probably put some people off due to the quality. I eventually ended up branching out a bit, and I ended up making videos on other things. Towards the end of the channel, I was making videos about things that needed trigger warnings almost weekly, and I began to become invested in telling people's sides of the story and just trying to just put that out there. And one of the best examples of this was my globe lamp video, which has since been re-uploaded to the Marsii archive. And there were other videos such as The Dark Side of Max Landis, and I also covered a controversy that was surrounding an Australian band and such. As I began to branch out, I also got into other series, and I made quite a few episodes on Hi, I'm Mary Mary, which was or is still actually an ARG. And I also became interested in ARGs around that time, and I also covered others such as Lazy X Facey and Woodwalk Radio. I was also given a chance to re-upload a project that I found very interesting that didn't last very long. I think there was like 5 episodes a few years ago or something. And myself and that person, I believe, began a friendship, and we are still in partial contact. And I even interviewed him, or spoke to him, and uploaded an hour-long interview about the creation of that series and just some other stuff. And I also took a lot of inspiration from Poppy and Marzago, and even made my own bizarre channel, or I guess I was trying too hard to be bizarre, and it's called Kadoosh, and it's still online. It's something else. And I also made an ARG called Prison Purple, which is unfinished, but that is beside the point. I found a lot of creativity in Marzago and Poppy, and I felt that that inspired me to create more. I did edits. I had Poppy / Marzago on crack, and that ran for like 10 episodes, and there was Poppy and Mars in conversation, and it's a whole bunch of stuff. And I found a whole bunch of things on Titanic Sinclair, who was the person who made the Poppy project and was also the second half of Mars Argo, and I found a bunch of his old work. I also interviewed someone else who was a winner of the iHeart Radio competition, and they actually got to meet Poppy, which was really interesting, and that was an interesting perspective. And I gained a lot of people or friends that I still talk to now, and it was good fun, and it is hopefully going to be continued on this channel. But what's the difference between Marsii and the Marsii Show? Well, the Marsii Show was originally meant to be a podcast, and I was also going to upload my music on there. And so I did that, but now that isn't what it is, obviously. But I am wanting to bring the podcast back. Since I have, in fact, lost access to the original Marsii channel, I have also lost interest with Poppy and Mars Argo, although they will always be creative influences to me. And because of that, I'm not 100% sure where I want to go with this channel, but I'll do stuff. I'll talk about stuff. I don't really want to get into my mental health, but I would like to talk about stuff that may inform you, or you may come across and have a new perspective on, or something along those lines. I will continue to brainstorm ideas and such for future content, and I guess we'll see what happens when it happens. I have changed a bit since this channel has started to, I suppose, grow, and my other one has gone. I have changed perspectives, and I think that my content will reflect that. I don't think that there's any point in me going to 5 videos a week. I did 5 videos a week at some stage, and at the very least, usually at least 3 a week. I actually even took a break due to depression in late 2017. So yeah, this may not have been as informative as I had liked, but hopefully it maybe gave you a bit of a backstory as to why we're here, why you're watching this video, and why is 2 years and what's happened in those 2 years. I am looking forward to hopefully going on some live streams and branching out that way as well, and just talking more and just communicating more. I'm excited about the future, and hopefully you will come along for the journey. The 1 year anniversary video was 28 minutes of unreleased footage of mine and or bloopers. I don't exactly recall, I just remember it was 28 minutes and it was videos of me. So this isn't that long, but yeah. Thanks for watching and have a great day.